Before servicing any component on the Husky 307 diaphragm pump, you want to make sure of a couple things. First of all, perform a pressure relief procedure outlined within the manual. And disconnect the air supply, disconnect your fluid inlet and outlet. So today we're going to walk through how to repair the Husky 307 air valve. Some of the tools you're going to need to do this is, number one, the kit. And then you're also going to need a Phillips screwdriver, a torque wrench, and then also an O-ring pick. So we're going to start by removing the 6 screws that hold the air valve onto the center section of the 307 diaphragm pump. So we're just going to take our Phillips screwdriver and we'll remove those 6 screws. Okay, so now that all 6 of the screws are out, we're just going to go ahead and lift the air valve out. We'll set that aside. And then the next thing we're going to do is down inside the cavity here is we want to remove the air plate. So the air cup is still stuck in there. We're just going to pull that off, and that usually sits right down inside here. And as we're looking at this, I want to point out, notice how much grease we have on the air valve. That's an ample amount of grease. When we go to rebuild this, we don't need to put any more grease than what you're seeing right now into this air valve. All right, so next thing, as I said, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull the 2 screws out of the air plate, and we'll pull the air plate out as well. All right, so to get the air plate out, you may need to just take an O-ring pick and just kind of grab it and pull it straight out. But you can be just a little gentle with that so you don't scratch up the surface of that plate. And then beneath the plate, there's going to be the O-ring plate seal. We'll just lift that off. And then beneath all that, there's just going to be a bearing that we're going to go ahead and pull and remove. All right, so now we have all the components out of the center section so we can concentrate on the air valve itself. All right, so we have the air cup. And then there's a center screw in the middle of the air valve that we're going to go ahead and remove. And then we can remove the saddle, and the saddle is what comes in contact with the shaft that connects the 2 diaphragms. You can lift the remaining mechanism off. And then beneath that is going to be the detent ball and the detent spring. In addition is the reset stem that includes a washer that sits below it, and using your O-ring pick you can remove the O-ring. Then by squeezing the spring in the plates for the detent, you can remove the spring, and within the spring is the stop.